Here with Raid Shadow Legends, we are going over everything Seer. A year and a half ago, when she came out, she was broken against the spider. She would one-shot the spider boss. Then they nerfed her, but they only nerfed her versus bosses. So I did a video like the day after or following day saying, you know what, they destroyed Seer. She's no good. She was a new champion anyways, introduced into the game. And then the next day I did a video saying, oh my God, this is my new love. And I did so many videos after that about Seer. She is so good. The more buff she eats, the more damage she does. The more critical damage she has, the more damage she does. Of course, if you decrease defense or you have a Savage set, she will do more damage. I don't like to run Helm Smasher with her because it's inconsistent. I like to just get 20% additional critical damage. I like to keep her so that I know once I get enough buffs up, I get that decreased defense up, the weaken, whatever we need. All that will increase the damage. Even Gerp Tuck will increase her damage if you want to use her. What we're going to do is blow through the Doom Tower. We're going to do some fast run under 30 seconds, but that's with legendaries. And you might already know all about that. So we're going to then go with non-legendaries. And that's where I might need your help with as well. If you know some really swanky teams that you're running through the Doom Tower on hard and you're able to rotate through the 3 waves, we're talking just waves now, and beat it down without really any issues, then let us know down below. No legendaries. Keep that in mind. Because we know with the introduction of Lydia, I've even done videos on Seer going through Ice Golem with Lydia. It makes sense, right? We've always used Seer with our Dracomorph or our Venus, and now we've got a person that can do what Dracomorph or Venus does, decrease defense and weaken, but they also bring buffs with it. They bring a strengthen buff and an increased speed buff. So 2 buffs on everybody, along with what Draco and Venus did for us. For Seer to eat, for her to eat up. And then you always put somebody in a shield set. Like I've got one of my Prince Kymars in a shield set, the slower one. This is the faster Prince Kymar. We have a Renegade in here as well. I need to get a second Renegade. I want to get a second Renegade so I can pretty much do what we're doing here with Prince Kymar. It will just take an additional turn or so. We can take that with our shields. We can take the beating, hopefully, with whatever we're facing, as long as it's not somebody that's going to freeze us, stun us, crazy turn meter reduction, which we will face in those waves. So we got to make sure that we can either be ready to take down that wave right away, and then maybe the next wave we can take a few turns on. It just depends if we're going to do it without legendaries. Because if we're going to do it with legendaries, it's easy. It's cake. So my 2 Seers, just a Mod Podge of gear on this one. We have 100% crit rate, 300% critical damage. This one, 100% crit rate, 300% critical damage. About the same, little difference in their speeds. One is like 170, one's at 200. We're going to use both of them. We're going to use both of them in a run. Let's do the fast one first. So we've got the speed team, right? This is the speed team. If you have Lydia, again, Lydia brings your weaken, your decreased defense, brings 2 other buffs for you. Mausoleum Mage brings all the buffs. If you want to bring somebody else that brings a lot of buffs besides Mausoleum Mage, go for it. If you want to bring your Duchess or anything else that you have out there, pretty soon, once we collect enough shards from the regular normal tower, we'll have that mage. The Helmet Mage, whatever his name is, he does just as many buffs as Mausoleum Mage does. Plus, he does an AoE stun on that A2. So it'll be really interesting having him in this game, because then we can get the buffs up, nuke a stage, and that's an epic champion. So we could do it without the legendaries, maybe stun the next stage a little bit to help us out. I don't think his stun was 100%. We'll have to see. But this is the very easy one to do. So we take it off auto when we first come in here. A1, put it back on auto, boom. So we've got our speeds down. Now, the first time I ran this, I had my Lydia was like 1 speed faster than this Prince Kymar. That didn't work out. We had to have it set up like this. So whatever speeds you see here, we can go over the speeds. We've got 1 fast Prince Kymar, which we just do the A1 with first, and then we've got a really slow Prince Kymar that is slower than these other 2. So look, 22 seconds, fastest clear one, straight through there. Now again, if you want to do this, so the first Prince Kymar, you just throw out that A1, and then boom, it will flow so smoothly. You're going to drop all the waves. Now, unfortunately, I can't beat normal and hard at the same time. They only give you enough keys to go up through the floors and beat one and beat the other, but I can tell you right now, it will work. And I can tell you why it will work is because as we go up through the stages, the enemies get more HP. And remember, Seer does more damage based off of enemy max HP, and she nukes things that are not bosses. They give the damage she did on bosses, but they did not touch what she does on waves. That's why I fell in love with her, because we can clear waves. This team will work beautifully. But what if you don't have these legendaries, Stu? What are we going to do? Well, if you don't have the legendaries, okay. Let's see if Umbral can take that wave 2 for us. No auto. Okay, we're going to do the first wave the same. Buff up, and that'll give us 2 turns. We're not going to do anything with this guy until wave 3. We're going to provoke them at the end and kill. And Umbrala's not good here because Umbral's going to wake her up and she's going to revive everybody. Ooh. No, she's not. She's going to kill her. Okay, Umbral has a little damage on her. Good. No fear, no fear. I wasn't worried. I was not worried, everyone. Not worried in the least. Okay, we're going to slow speed, maybe. Okay, we're not going to provoke with him either. We're going to provoke with Umbral because these are a lot of heavy DPSers. And we've got another turn to go. So we're going to buff up next turn. Unless we get an extra turn here. Okay, no. 2-turn provoke. Good enough. 2-turn provoke on everyone. Let's see if this will make it. And we've got shields up, and she's got her unkillable up. That's all we needed her for, though, as long as he can provoke the next wave. And whatever. It doesn't matter who we hit here. We're just going to keep picking on Cardinal. We need one more turn to buff up. Perfect, man. It looks like it's going to work. Okay, one more turn to buff up, right? Okay, we're going to use it this turn because then he's going to do his move. Mausoleum Maid's going to do his move, and then she's going to be ready to blow. Who do we want to hit? It doesn't matter. Hit it. She's on cooldown. Actually, we can, since we've been beating them up a little bit, we can leave her on cooldown. Cardinal was the biggest fear here. We're going to buff. And let's go. Let's go, Seer. Come on. Do we need it? Would we get an extra buff here for that? Yeah. She can't die. She can't die right now. Oh. They didn't have a decreased defense, but we knew that, but they are asleep. So if we make sure we get the sleep off, let's just slowly work on these people. Well, now we'll be ready for sure because now we'll be ready for sure. I need a heavy hitter. We need to let her wake up. We need to, because we don't care if these people wake up, but I could see that this would work nicely. Okay, now we're going to take out Cardinal. This might actually work because even if we lost her, even if she died, Umbral, it's okay. But I think we're good. Especially with all this cooldown. It's a slow play, but it might be the only way that you're able to get through here. And we're using a Umbral Enchantress and a Longbeard. All right, let's go. We're doing this just normal. All normaled up. Let's go. Provoke. Gotcha. And one more turn. Okay, we need one more turn. We're getting the buff up. We could block or we could... It doesn't matter. Let's just block in case they don't die. They'll still have the block on afterwards. And they'll try to buff up, but it won't work out. Yeah, attack that. We did a provoke. Turn meter reduction there, and let's go. Let's go. Our girl's ready to go. And hit him. Beautiful. Beautiful. That might work. So I'm going to try this team as often as possible. Maybe this will work. Maybe this will give us the time we need in between to do it. And you might have them leveled up because these are all great champions that you should have at 6-star if you've got them to get through content. Not that high critical damage. That's the first one. We've got another one over here with a little bit more speed. Same thing, though. Same thing. 305. Same exact. Let's take away the slower one for now. I don't know which madam. I don't really think it matters which madam. It doesn't matter which one we have on here. And we're going to keep it Mausoleum Mage. We're going to bring in a Renegade. And we're going to bring in a Gnarlhorn for our AoE provoke on a 3-turn cooldown. Now, here is where I need your help at. What teams have you made that have worked really well with a Seer that doesn't have all those fancy champions? So we've got 2 rares here. Gnarlhorn with a provoke, Renegade. We've got a Madam, which is just a Madam cannot... If you have a Madam, you know all about it. You'll bring a Madam in, and we've got Mausoleum Mage and Seer. Let's see how it plays out. I think we can do just about the same through here. And we're going to use Gnarlhorn to provoke on the next wave. So we're going to do the same exact. This is no different. We're going to skip and not do her skill cooldown. And we're not going to do his provoke. There's no reason to. We're going to beat this wave down. Again, she is giving it. She didn't. Oh, we didn't have a weaken up on her this time. Damn, she could bring everybody back. So in this wave, it's kind of scary with the Cardinal. Not every wave has a Cardinal on it. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, we're here now where we don't have our stuff off a cooldown. We can provoke is what we're going to do. We're going to play the provoke card. Let's hit Cardinal up again, just in case. Slow speed wouldn't matter. We are going to lower the cooldown with a Renegade. We're going to provoke everybody. Great. So now we're safe for a turn. We'll do our buff up. They can all hit our Gnarlhorn. He is fine. He's got a little bit of shield on him. He's not going to die right away. They're all having to do their A1s. We're going to drop everything here. Now we need kind of our Gnarlhorn to be ready for the next wave, though. And I don't think we have anybody ready for the next wave, so we might take a little bit of a beating. He's on a 2-turn cooldown. That's not bad. Let's get one more buff. One more buff to eat. Now drop it. Okay, they're all dead. Now we're going on to wave 3. This is not a bad team. I don't think this is a bad team, and I think I did okay with it. It just might get hairy here. And so if you're running any kind of team with, again, with no legendaries and a Seer, let us know what it is that's doing really well. We're going to save this because we're going to use this one to remove debuffs and get a turn meter increase in heals. Because I think we're going to get hit here. Not hard, but we're going to get hit by these two, a decent amount. Now, if he had a provoke set on him, that'd be pretty snazzy. We got to see, look, we've got so many turns. I'm not even going to use her A2 yet. We're going to keep turn meter reduction on that A1 right here. Hey, we got an additional turn. Extra turn. Well, now we could have used it, right? Now we could use it. Now we're kind of cheating in this video because our A1 could take an additional turn. So this video isn't legit, but I've done this already. Believe me, I've done this already. We're going to try to remove, get some fears up, doesn't hurt. Okay, now we're going to heal, remove debuffs, heal. We're going to let Lyssandra's going to do her thing. Okay, now we'd have a provoke up. But we're going up against guys who have already done block debuffs. Man-eaters. But there's not always man-eaters on every wave, so keep track of that. There's not man-eaters on every wave. Actually, we might have taken some serious hits, so we got to find a way to bring Gnarlhorn in here to buff up for this wave 3. Maybe we should save him for wave 3 because wave 2 didn't take us that long to get back to it because we were doing... Okay, maybe we should do that. We should save him for wave 3 completely, and wave 2 didn't take that long because we had Renegade to reset there, and we could... Now we've got a choice, right? If wave 3 is the higher DPS, we wait for it here. If wave 2 is the higher DPS and there aren't somebody like this here that kind of just buff up and not worry about, then we wait. But right now, if we provoke, we're only going to get one champion. So there's really no need in provoking. So we're just going to do that. And we could drop it right now, but it's not going to be enough. We need that decreased defense. So we need I need 2 Renegades instead of this Gnarlhorn. 2 Renegades. That way we can get this done much quicker and maybe skate through. Let's try it. Obviously, with the decreased defense, we're not going to kill him. But we're not that far off either. But the only damage dealer we have on this team is a Seer. Like, that's it. That's all we've got. So the rest of these guys are going to be forever to kill this wave. But really, with the way the wave is right now, yeah, like this, we could have saved that in case they buffed up. With this being the way it is, we're going to kill this easy. So we can beat that. Let's start all over. Let's do this one more time before we head out and see if we can't do the wave 2 a different fashion. See if we can go ahead and drop. Buff up. Not reset with the Renegade. If I had a second Renegade, it would take the place of this Gnarlhorn here. We're not going to do his provoke. We're going to save that for wave 3 now. If we can, we're going to kill the wave. Damn, man, she's always giving us issues. She is always giving us issues. Okay, we took her out. Now we're going to go to wave 2. So for wave 2, we've got to reset. But let's fear... We should probably fear DPS. Okay, this one is the DPS wave, though. This one, we actually do take a lot of hits. 3 AoEs, right? Can we make it in time? No, we basically have to provoke, right? We have to provoke here again. Maybe we can slow play. And we're going to nuke the wave. If we can nuke the wave down to like one of the DPSers and then just do A1s throughout the DPS, that would be better. But that's not going to be the case. And he just needs something to bring him back. I don't know if we did it right now. If we don't buff this move and we let Seer hit with what she has now, it's risky. Let's see what happens. Because we do want to kill them, but we just don't want to kill all of them. Okay. Can he get another turn to fight through this? And we saved Mausoleum Mages, but that's not going to really matter. We need to get back around to Seer now. And, okay. Is he going to kill it? He killed it. Let's see where we're at. These might be something you have to play through, but at least you might have a way to get through there, right? You might have something. We're not going to do that because she is not ready to blow up. But if we were going to be hit by a whole bunch of debuffs, we could and remove them. So we're going to do this again. Let's see how it pans out. See how it pans out this time. One more turn. No, we're still not going to make it. We need to be able to provoke right now. So two provokers instead of her, instead of Renegade. Like to provoke, get back through, provoke. I don't think we're going to have enough time for that. If we had 2 Umbral Enchantresses, 2 Umbrals to do a 2-turn provoke, 2-turn provoke on each wave, and then they'd have time to get back to their abilities. I don't have to, well, I do have 2 Umbrals. I'd have to level up another one. Let's see what we've got. All right, we took a little hit here, but if that would have been 3 AoEs, I mean, we would have been in trouble. And this is too early to pop this off. We're going to do the clear and try to get some turn meter increase. I think it's working out about the same. I think we'll be able to beat it, but it's only because there's 2 man-eaters here. Otherwise, we would have been in some trouble. And now we're not going to get up a weaken on them. It's all right. They have plenty of buffs for us to eat. We can't use this skill now, so it really didn't matter because they've got block up. Now we just need to... All right, we're going to take it all off. Decrease defense is more important. Yes, 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 yes. And buff that up, okay? And now we have our girl up in 1 turn. Extra turn on the A1? Could happen. Okay, it's not. We're just going to hit auto. We're just going to hit auto, see what happens. But let us know down below. Please tell me. You already saw the speed one with legendaries. Okay, we were able to provoke all of them now on this time. and she didn't do her A3 because we have it on auto. She actually did her A2 because it was up, which is a big mess up for us. We shouldn't have let that happen. We had a lot of buffs up then. Yeah, we would have already killed these people, but we're still going to beat them. But that's it, everybody. I just wanted to I just wanted to show you that really fast run we had in the beginning with the legendaries, and then I want to show you ways that I'm trying to get through this, and I need to get additional Renegade, or I'm going to try to bring in an Umbral Enchantress. Maybe the two turn, an additional, like Umbral Enchantress along with Gnarlhorn. So let me know what your teams are down below. Give us those cool ideas you might have to use Seer to get through the waves on hard Doom Tower. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.